loves. This is Freestyle Friday. I'll be teaching you guys new moves and we'll be dancing to Justin Bieber, an old song from him. And yeah, this is our second lesson. I'm excited to get into it and I want to show you guys first the song before we jump right into it. So, this is the song we're working with today. It's called Too Much by Justin Bieber. Oh, let me restart it. Because Justin Bieber is huge right now because of the Grammys, I want to capitalize on this, and I think that this song is very meaningful and super deep and loving. So yeah, let's take a listen to it first, and then we're gonna jump into a stretch, and then we'll listen one more time just so you guys can hear the beats and the lyrics and be able to understand the song. So we're gonna go through the song a couple times just so you can really think about it. Ready, guys? It's called Too Much. And it just ends like abruptly. Oh, I love it. So that's the song we're doing today. I just love how deep it is and romantic and passionate, and it's like the definition of lasting love, forever love. So I think we should capitalize on this and just feel and just like live in this song, and you know, everything that it makes us feel, the deepness, the sadness, the emotion, the heart, the passion, we should show it on our face and in our bodies. So before we begin our Freestyle Friday, teaching you guys moves and how to freestyle dance, we're gonna stretch. Are you okay, baby? Oh, no. Hold on 1 second, guys. Chloe, she's throwing up in fever. She's sick. Chloe! Mom! Mom, Chloe! She's like hiccuping like intensely. She's like... No, she needs to throw up. She does that because she goes out there and eats grass. It's her hairball. Yeah. It's just when they get older, it's harder for them to get it out, but that's a normal issue. go. I freaked my mom out. My mom got scared. She got up. Chloe's okay, guys. Chloe's okay. She was, oh my God, did you hear her laugh? Did you guys hear? She was like, sound like she was suffering. Like she's like she was breathing, like sounds like bad. She's 15, so she's old. So I was scared. I get scared for her when she makes noise like that. It's like, I don't know what's happening. I said it's a hairball. That cats just do that, and that she's getting old, so maybe it's like her body's not working the same, so it sounds more scary than it is. But she's fine. Okay, sorry. We're gonna stretch, right? I will not have the music on for this because copyright situations. So I want to be able to guide you guys through the stretch without having to mute that part. So we're gonna just stretch right now before we jump into it. So we're gonna start in straddle pose. Inhale. Exhale. Lean forward. Relax. We're right now relaxing our low back. We're pushing our pelvis forward and we're stretching out. You can also click, flex your feet and point them. Flex your feet and point them and push your belly button to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Release. I just realized I don't have the mic on. I don't think we need the mic today, actually, because the music won't sound the same without it. So let's just do regular. Inhale. Exhale. Lean forward. Stretched out. You guys can do also cat cows here. So cat, cow, cat, cow. Release those hips. Now we're going to go to one side. Inhale up and release down. Chest and face is up to the ceiling and relax. Pull the side body. Inhale. Exhale. Release deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Release deeper. Come up. Switch other side. Chest up. Look up. Release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Come up. One more time. Release forward. Inhale. Exhale. Belly button down is more important than your head coming down. So try to touch your chest and your belly button to the floor and then push your pelvis forward. Amazing, loves. Come up. We're going to come up and over. We're going to work out our hips. Release to the side. Open up. And release down. You're going to hear cracks. This is normal. We're just stretching our hips before we start to dance. It's really tight in our hips mostly, and we need our hips to be loose. So if you hear clicks, that's normal. Push back and then forward. Back and then forward. Releasing our hips. Relax. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Amazing, loves. Come up. 90 degrees. 90 degrees and push down. Try to push your pelvis down to the floor. It will hurt. Do your best. Don't go too far, but go low enough. Amazing, loves. And touch toes together. Lean forward. Incredible, guys. Butterfly position. Inhale. Exhale. Belly button to the floor. Same thing. You can also push these down for an even deeper stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Lean forward. As far as you possibly can go. Push those hips down. And come out. You're going to release one leg down. And the other one's going to come around and over. Inhale. Exhale. Look away. Turn to the back wall. You might crack your back. It feels really good. Mine just cracked. Other side. Inhale. Exhale. Ooh, I cracked 2 times, little ones. On this side, you want to release any tension and really stretch our muscles. Okay. Other side. Release that leg down. Other foot comes over. Same thing. Inhale. Exhale. Ooh, that was loud. This side always cracks loud. It cracked right now both on both sides. So I think the one that where your arm is straight and your dominant leg is over, that's the side If you like face towards it, that one's gonna crack better. This side has small little cracks, not so intense. Inhale, exhale, release. Yeah, this one doesn't really have that much, but it still feels good. Just a different side. Okay, loves, incredible. Let's work on our arms. So we're gonna just circles, wrists, because when we do dancing, we use our wrists and our arms a lot. Let's go one way, roll, roll. Other direction. It's gonna feel a little more uncomfortable. Give yourself a big hug. Exhale, crack your shoulders. Amazing. Arms up, triangle, pull the elbow back, and then try to touch your lat behind you. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Other side, triangle and pull your elbow. Amazing. Now grab. Oh, I think Chloe came back. Let me get her real quick, guys. Chloe, is that you? Right now we're just stretching our shoulders. She's not, I don't hear her anymore. I thought I heard something. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Chloe, is that you? Oh, she's right here, but she's using the restroom. The litter box is right next to the washer and dryer. 1 second. She's gonna want to come in right now. I think. Let's see. Okay. Bring these down. We just did our shoulders. We went up. You gave yourself a big hug already. And now let's work on our backs. Roll 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Really dig deep when you're rolling. Pivot to one side. 3 times on the other side. Really lose yourself and feel those corners of your body because you're indenting, like you're pushing into your low back, your side body, and then your belly button, your stomach. You're really pulling and relaxing, pivoting. Amazing. Cat cows. Inhale. Exhale. Push. Inhale. Exhale. Push. Inhale. Exhale. You can also tuck your toes. Inhale. Exhale. This is for your upper and lower back. You can also pull forward like this to really feel it in your upper back. Inhale. Exhale. Forward. Push. Back. Inhale. Exhale. Push forward. Back. Amazing, loves. Okay. Now lastly, for our warm-up before we start dancing, really important is our neck. Our necks can get strained, especially when we're twirling and stuff. It can be intense and get really sore in your neck. So inhale, exhale, release down. Inhale, exhale, release down. Up to the side. Inhale, up and to the other side. Now diagonal in front. Inhale, exhale, and other side diagonal. Exhale. Amazing, loves. That was just hitting pressure points, and now that we hit all around, we're gonna circle and release that neck. Think warm, think loose, think really deepening every single corner of this circle. Create a like legit circle, perfect circle. So really dig deep when going down, when going to the side, when going back, when going to the side, when going down. Really think about it when you're doing it. Inhale. Exhale, use your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to pivot. I'm going to come back to the other way. Same thing. Pivot. Pivot down below. Pivot. And pivot. Come up, look up. You're going to go teeter side to side. 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 Okay. Feels really good. Shake it out. Really relaxing. You can do little shoulder circles. Release your shoulders, any tension. Everything's going to be fluid from this point forward. Other direction. Shake it out. Amazing, loves. Okay, we're ready to begin our Freestyle Fridays. This is our dance class. This is for beginners. We are doing freestyle dancing / contemporary dance. There is no right or wrong. You are not doing anything wrong. Everything you're doing is right. As long as you're expressing yourself, whatever that looks like, do your best. But as long as you feel the music in your soul, you're doing it right, and that's right. So there's no right or wrong in contemporary dance. It's whatever you feel. And in freestyle dance. Okay. So before we start going into the skill training and the actual tricks and stuff and start freestyling, I want us to memorize, or not memorize, but do your best to really, this is the second time we're playing it today, really feel the lyrics. I will try to help you right now by just using my hands a little bit. If you want to practice that with me too, kind of feeling the timing, use your fingers, use your head nods. If you can tap your foot, use a certain body part that feels comfortable for you. I would invite you to tap like this. This is what I usually do to pick up beats and to feel the lyrics and feel the musicality. You can do this with any song from any genre. Feel it. You can also tap on lyrics if you would like to. Lyrics, lyrics, word, 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 or beats, clash, clash. Whatever you're hearing, feel it out and use your hands to feel the energy before we start getting into it. We're just trying to memorize the beats and memorize the words and understand the storytelling all together. Now that we go through this, we'll understand what the song is about, what we need to feel, what we need to release, what we need to manifest for love, and project our energy in our mind, body, and soul, connecting to the music, space, and time. Okay, so kind of like what I'm gauging.
A bicycle company.
What I'm getting from that, for the most part. So really, it's slow. This is definitely going to be a contemporary dance. So it's very smooth and slow. We're not going so fast. The beats in the background are not fast. It's piano. It's piano. It's slow. It's smooth. The beats are taking you. We have so much time, so much space to play with. The only really times where it can be more like sharper is like when he's using his language to kind of enforce something. Like there's energy, there's passion in one word when he says long enough, 2 seconds without you is like too much. Like it's like more aggressive. That's what I'm getting at. The times where I feel like there should be something sharp should be the moment when his voice is very there is a couple beats in there we could hit as well, but for me this feels more lyrical, I feel like, because there's so much storytelling and it's so fluid, it's so contemporary, it's literally so passionate and romantic, and contemporary. So if you guys, we can play it again too, so we can go through it one more time to really feel. There's little like in the background, there's little textures in there that we can touch on as well when we're freestyling. It goes like in the back, it's like he's breathing and he's like I need you. Like he has like little ad libs like that are coming in that we can also touch textures, facials, movement too. But it's really like done. That's really the beats. The beats are, it's more lyrical. So really we're gonna be dancing right now to this song. We're dancing to more lyrics more than beats this time.
Don't wanna close my eyes, I'm scared I'll miss too much.
Don't wanna close my eyes, I'm scared I'd miss too much.
Don't wanna fall asleep, I'd rather fall in love.
Done. The piano goes 1, 2, 3 as I'm scared to, like he's rising his voice, the lyrics, this projecting is going up. So when he starts to get a little bit more rowdy, with passion, we want to also be rowdy. We want to match that energy. And when he's doing that, also the beats are to get they start to come up a little bit, not too much. His lyrics are still more prominent, so be aware of that.
When I can't feel you, I feel out of touch.
When I can't feel you, I feel out of touch. When I can't feel you, I feel out of touch. The 1, 2, 3, 4, the piano starts to like go with his passion. When he starts to get more aggressive, like passionate, right? It's less just calm. And we want to touch on that passion and those with our movements as well, right? So I'm just letting you guys kind of see how I'm projecting and how I'm thinking about the song before we start freestyling. So you guys can kind of see the timing, the textures of what I'm observing before we start.
2 seconds without you is like 2 months. Don't wanna close my eyes, I'm scared I'll miss too much. Don't wanna fall asleep, I'd rather fall in love. 'Cause eternity with you ain't long enough.
Ain't long enough?
2 seconds with
Eternity with you ain't long enough, or it is long enough. Okay, I'm just it's not sounding so aggressive, but it's not sounding so romantic. It's like right in between, so I'm not sure what that lyric is. Hold on. Too much. Let's see. It's right here. Because eternity with you ain't long enough. Okay, that's what I thought. Because I feel that in his voice, but I wasn't sure. Because he's more aggressive. And it feels like it can't be long enough. Like I just need to be with you. Like you're my everything.
without you is like 2 months.
2 days without you is like 2 months.
And that's too much.
And that's too much. 2 days without you is too much. You need to be with me every day.
Love the way you love your mom. Take on all your friends' problems.
I love the way you love your mom. Take on all your friends' problems.
Still somehow stop the world for us. Oh,
Oh, we need to touch on that. The losing yourself. We lose ourselves. We're like I'm so fucking in love with you. Oh, like hopeless energy in our freestyle right there.
relive that second.
Ooh.
Fall asleep, I'd rather fall in love.
There was a stress that was different than all the other times he said that same lyric. There was a stress right there.
Much. Don't wanna fall asleep, I'd rather fall in love. When I can't feel you, I feel out of touch. 2 seconds without you's like 2 months. Don't wanna close my eyes, I'm scared of this too much. Don't wanna fall asleep.
Much. It's like it goes higher. Much. He adds that on this last one. This is probably the last chorus part, which is why he goes like he kind of goes more aggressive. We could capitalize on that too.
I'd rather fall in love.
In love, and the beat, and it's the beat is holding, or the piano. In love, that lingers, something lingering.
'Cause eternity with you ain't long enough.
Because eternity with you ain't long enough.
2 seconds without you's like 2 months. And that's too much.
And then it just stops. Very interesting.
What do you
Completely
think
just
about?
stops. It's like too much. Just hold it for a little bit, and it's just silence. It's abrupt in the end. Okay, so there's a lot of different things we can touch on. Mostly it's lyrical, couple ad-libs, and yeah, it's gonna be an easy one to freestyle to. We're not really thinking about beats as much right now. We're thinking more lyrical, so everything he says, we're now flowing through the lyrics, and there's not too much going on. Sometimes I'll have you guys do lyrics and beats at the same time. There's a combination of both. You have to think, and kind of switch as the song moves. It's very simple, this song. We're just listening and expressing through the lyrics. So we'll start with teaching you guys some new, well, actually I'll go over our first lesson, which was last Friday. So we learned about hair whips. We learned about the flowy arms. And then, yeah, I think that's all we really, and then we did like variations of our, so like we did the figure 8, left and right whips, up and down, and yeah, then really just textures. Also, we learned about posing for like model poses. Dancing is combination of modeling and music, emotion, like acting, different facials, different cues based acting off the song, and music and movement, which is dancing. So let me quickly go over that, just touching on it before we add new things to our lessons. So first thing we learned was our whips. So head whip. Remember, when you're whipping your hair, you can start like this. The same thing we just did in our stretch. Make sure to lose every bit of the neck, everything. It should not have like come up and halfway. Like it should really be like, how do I explain it? Go with your body when you're whipping. It's not just actually your neck. Unless you're doing like a figure 8, then we have to be more stiff in our necks because it's more forceful. But when you're doing like the oozy goozy, you actually kind of want to use your body while you're whipping. Unless if it's like a fast whip. So there's different styles and different tempos. But really, when you guys are practicing your whips, just remember to really do the full circle. This will allow your hair to get out of your face. And the more force, the slower you go, the more likely you're going to have hair in your face. The faster you go, obviously it'll get your hair out, but not every tempo is going to be that fast. So if there's a part that you need to go oozy goozy and slow, you can always dive and then have your hair out of your face. So there's different ways to play with it, and depending on the song, your hair whip will be different. So just regular ones, practice that right now, and if you missed the other the other lesson, you can go back on YouTube to see that. 2 on the other side. Amazing. Now we're going to do figure 8. So come up on your feet. Figure 8 is just figuring 8 with your neck. So in, back, down, back. In, crossover, back, crossover, down, back. So it's just a literal infinity sign 8. And you're just going back and forth. So amazing. If you want to try to do this slowly, it's going to be hard because your hair will not get momentum. If you want to like get into it, you guys can start slow, 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 but then you have to pick up the pace. And when you start picking up the pace, your hair will start to, you'll feel the wish, 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 and it'll rise. And that's how we do the figure 8. This song actually, what we learned from last lesson was more of a faster thing. That's why we did it. For this one, I don't think we're going to have any of that, so we don't really need to go over it that much. Down, up, down, up. Just imagine if you're going to whip, you guys can do it's a different type of texture. So there's like side to side, side to side. So there's different types of whips. Again, lesson 1 is on YouTube, so you guys can in detail how I teach you guys. But that's what we learned last time. Also the posing, so I really showed you guys this posing. Instead of being here, we can be here, which makes our waist look thinner. We can be sitting a little bit forward, so then the legs are pushed back a little bit more, so we're more of a model pose. Now the waist looks thinner here. This is not bad, and in contemporary dance, there's no right or wrong. In freestyle, there's no right or wrong, correct? Remember? So this isn't bad. It just makes you look thicker. And it just, and usually when it comes to like heels dancing and like ballet and like other styles, for feminine reasons, for men, you guys can skip this altogether, but for feminine, you want to kind of just push the hips back a little, same thing, just from here to here. And then this is also modeling. If you guys ever took modeling classes, same idea. Different poses will make your waist look thinner. And then we also learned about our hand textures. We're just quickly skimming through this. Or like this combination of textures, just an arm lifting versus little details that make something more than just here. You know, it's still nice. Nothing wrong with this at all. It's beautiful, beautiful. And we also learned about the fingers. Remember, soft fingers. The middle finger and the thumb are close by. You can also release the thumb like there. I like to let it hang like that. They're called pretty fingers. Everywhere in dance, we're relaxing. We're not like stiff. We're not like scary tiger. We're just relaxed. Everything that we do is fluid. Pretty fingers. Okay, so that was what we learned last time. Anything else? Posing. Music is a series of freestyle. Is a series of beats, lyrics, and poses, and fluid, and then transitions between one move, one trick, one pose, another pose, another pose. There's transitions between each pose or each frozen part, which tells stories. Also, another thing we learned was facials. Facials. Emotions. You can smile, you can be serious, you can be like sexy, you can be so many emotions based on what the song is telling you. I want you guys to use your face. Another tip I gave you was music. Lip singing. Start lip singing more often. Look at yourself in the mirror, and start, learning your facials, and then also having fun with it, because music's really fun. This will help you kind of become an actor in a way, because actors need to have multiple faces in order to play multiple different characters. You need to master your emotions. As a dancer, as a model, as an actor, as anything artistic and performative, you need to master your mind, body, and soul, and master your ability to change, to feel something your facials. You need to master your heart, and allow yourself to express everything that you feel and not be let anyone judge. Like, who cares who judges? Not care what anyone thinks. Just express your soul based on whatever you're working on. For right now, we're working on this song, so we're just expressing whatever that looks like. Contemporary and freestyle dancing, there's no right or wrong at all. There's no right or wrong. So just express yourself, feel that whatever your face looks like. There is no right or wrong. Just feel something, right? It shouldn't be just like no emotion, like blank. Like, that's showing that you're scared, you're not relaxed, you're not allowing yourself, your soul, to feel something. Allow your soul, give yourself permission to express your face, express your heart. Like, breathe. Remember to breathe. If you're not breathing, that could be the problem. It could just mean that you're holding your breath and you're feeling like you're gonna pass out, and you just can't even express if you're holding your breath the whole time. So we need to breathe, to release, to allow ourselves to express and get excited or sad or emotional or deep or passionate, right? So let the music relax you, and then also allow yourself by telling yourself and breathing. Okay, so now that we did a little refresher from the last lesson, we're gonna do new things. Okay, let's play with angles. Let me teach you guys about different angles. So we just did the poses, right? There's different textures, not even just poses, but for example, towards the camera. Right now, before we were sideways, now we're towards the camera like this. Different different positions. There's turning behind the back to the camera. There's turning to the side to the camera. There's turning to the front, and at the other side, of course. So we play with not only direction of chest, of face, of eyesight, also forward and back. So you can come up to the camera, to the person you're dancing for yourself in the mirror. You can pretty much, what I'm trying to say is, use your space. You don't want to just stay still the whole entire time. You want to kind of take up space. You want to think long. You want to think big. You want to think passion. You want to think, just express wherever. Right now I'm in a small space. If you have a bigger space, of course, you'd be able to move. If you had a whole, if you were at the gym and you had all the space, of course, you can move a lot more and walk and travel anywhere. But mostly if you're in the studio in a dance class or something, it's going to be more to the camera and back, to the side and back, to the other side and back. You can even travel and go further. But if your camera is stagnant, or your person is stagnant, like you're someone sitting there watching you and you're dancing for them, you can't obviously go all the way up there. They can't see you. So if you have something that's stagnant, that's not videotaping you and walking with you, then of course you stay in this middle center, and you go out this way, you go out this way, you go forward, you go back, and you can even go backwards. Remember, you're also further away. So usually you would start further back and you would come in. But these little details of movement around your space give something more interesting, and gives gives perspective. It gives perspective in a new way. If obviously this is a love song and it's more of a contemporary piece, but if it was other pieces, you can walk around people. There's so much creativity that can happen, but just don't be afraid to move. Don't be afraid to use things around you. Don't be afraid to touch things. But really, if we're doing a dance class, you don't really have props. It's usually just a complete floor. It's just you and the floor and the camera, and you're just expressing. So this is these are in certain occasions where you have props, or you have things, or you're in a real world situation where there is objects or the table. You put your arm on, you trace your arm on the table. Freestyle dancing is anything and everything you allow it to be. You just be creative with your mind. You think on the spot. You just express your soul without any hesitation. You just do. You just be you. You just express, and it's everything. So again, this is cardio, so dancing is the best type of form of cardio. And yeah, so remember to use textures. You can have the leg also in front. You can have the legs out to the side. There's so much ways to go about it. You can have the legs back this way. There's dives. There's so much. Ooh, maybe we can teach dives today. Let's teach a dive. Actually, this is going to be good. So everyone on your side, I'm going to have you guys with your legs open, your arms back, and you're pretty much just going to release your neck and slide your arms. We'll just do it really easy and basic right now, and you guys can add texture later. So we're going to inhale, exhale, head touches the floor, then it releases down to your neck, and that's it. Super simple. Let's do that again. Of course, you can add textures and make it more detailed, make it more, like forceful. But right now we're just going slow, just as beginning, just to get that movement down. Your back is straight, your arms are straight, your bum is on the floor, and your feet are planted and opened for stability. You're just gonna slide your arms. Inhale. You're gonna exhale. So you want to see it in one motion. Let's go again. It's super relaxing, so you should feel relaxed when you're doing it. Inhale, exhale. We're just practicing. I just want you guys to not get scared. Do this as many times as you need. Inhale, exhale. You can go faster. You can go slower. There's so many different ways. We can go even slower. Let's go slow. Inhale, exhale. Control. We're simply just controlling our bodies by using our arms to squeeze and hold tension and hold our body weight. And while we're sliding with our arms, it's just squeezing and releasing the head down. Depending on the tempo of the beats and the song, you can release faster or slower. And just remember to close your eyes. I feel like most of the time if you're doing a little dive back, it's usually gonna be like an oozy-goozy, like feeling relaxed part. So you wanna close your eyes and allow yourself to release, right? Sometimes you dive and you wanna do textures. Another thing I used to do a lot was when I dive, I'd go like, so breathe in, exhale. I would stop here, and then I would either put like a finger in my mouth, or I would like choke myself and then release down, and then I put my hands from my neck and then down to my chest. Usually that's one of the things I would do. There's many different ways you can do a dive. You can be so creative with a dive. It's not just fast or slow and just down. You can halt it. You can then hold that neck, and you can play textures to feel things. I love the neck, touching the neck, or like going like shh, upside down. Usually the camera is behind you when you're diving to the camera. You can dive to the side. Usually the dives, you wouldn't really dive back this way, because then you're exposing yourself in front and just they can't see anything but like down there. So you would always dive from the side, or you would dive from the back. Inhale, exhale, just like that. So usually from the side or the back, you're diving, and then you can put your hands in your neck. You can go shh, you can put your finger in your mouth, depending on the lyrics, depending on how spicy it is, depending on the emotion. There's so much texture that can happen. But yeah, so that is the dive. Practice that. Start slow, then you can go faster, play with it. Usually it's not carpet. So if it's hardwood or something that you're on, that's actually normally usually what you dance on. It's hardwood floors, so you'll just feel that out. Your hands, you gotta really kind of not put your whole palm down if that's a struggle for you right now. Because right now it's easy for me because I'm on carpet, but if you're on hardwood right now, I would say don't place and slide. You're gonna feel like a squeaking sound. So just play with it and just dive, but just don't have so much force on the floor. It'll be very choppy, and you want to be smooth, right? As you go down, not choppy, like you're breaking up as you dive, right? That just means you're just putting too much weight and pushing down, and it's hardwood floor. So think lighter, but think like you're lifting, you're squeezing your muscles, but you're barely skimming. And you're also kind of if anything, you're putting more pressure on your fingertips more than your palm, because the palm will make it hard, right? But if you're putting more you're dispersing the weight from your palm and also to your fingertips. It'll just glide a lot better. Okay, so that's our first thing I'm going to teach you guys is a dive. Let's also do a dive, another dive. So we just dive backwards. Now we're going to dive forward. So sideways. We're on tabletop position in yoga. Here, we're going to dive forward. You're going to take your right hand, slide it forward. Chest goes down, and you're going to just push forward. And that's a dive. Super simple. You're just thinking head first. You're thinking arm first. This one's your halting. And you're thinking chest touches the ground, the belly. And you can start, people can start up here. You can start here, wherever your freestyle is taking you. You can dive at pretty much any point. Some people even dive standing up. It's a whole different structure. But diving can be sitting, standing up. Like on tabletops, you're already kind of halfway there, so it's easier. But yeah, diving's really fun. It just feels like you're like, you know, like at a swim park. You're down the slide. Same thing. You're like sliding. It literally just feels like you're doing a short little mini slide, and then you just land on the floor flat, and your slide is over. It's really fun, and it gives this passionate like release of just like I'm just relaxing. I'm just like whatever the beat tells you just feels so good to just spread your body out long and just fly, kind of like fly in a way. It's really fun. So you guys can try it. You guys can be up. Also, to make texture, to make it a little more spicy and a little more powerful, you can also whip your hair with it. That's why I was teaching you guys, the first lesson I taught you guys is whips, because whips are so intricate. Whipping your hair in any direction, like when you dance, it just makes it so much more cool. It's still cool when you just dive just to dive. It's still gonna look good. But like if you were to like whip like with your hair and add texture to anything like using your hair, it just makes this like more powerful, passionate, like it just gives like texture. It gives like a, like I can't explain, it just looks so good. I just love that using the hair as a way to just elevate your dance or your freestyle, your contemporary piece. It just gives something so real and human and unperfect and just not just like you have a bun and you're just like diving. Like, you know, you have like the slick back bun and it's all tight and you have like not one hair is out and you're just like dive. Like it's just so, there's not like like it needs messy. It needs a little bit of human energy, some raw emotion. Just the hair is chaotic. It doesn't look the same. So when you just throw it, it doesn't look perfect, but it gives something extra to your dance. I love using the hair to just add. It's just it's the best. So again, when we're diving, you can dive to the side. Remember that when you do dive to the side, usually when people do dive to the side, they want to transition to rolling over to your back. That's usually why it's done. Not all the time, but when I do it, I usually want to dive and then roll over because it's so close to the next transition to roll over. It's perfect transition. But if you want to do more of a statement with your dive, I would say don't dive to the side all the time unless you want to go somewhere else with it. If you want to make a statement, you can still go somewhere else with this too, but dive not directly. I'm the one that always would dive directly on all my freestyles. That is my thing. I've always done this. But I think that this has its own moment too. I think they all have their own moment. Diving to the camera, to your person, diving diagonally and looking at your person, and then diving to the side. Those are like your three choices. I always would say pick your good side to dive on. Every human has one side of your face that's going to be a little more feeling comfortable, more flattering. Most people, it's going to be your left side. And then the right one's like, it's good, but it's like, you know what I mean? So pick your good side, which most likely, if you don't know your good side right now, it's most likely your left side. So try it out. Look at yourself in the mirror, turn your head, and then other side, turn your head, look at yourself, and you can figure it out real quick. So most people, I'm going to go with the left side because that's what statistics shows. So this side, when we slide, we want to be showing our best side to the camera, to our audience, to our person, and we want to express emotions in whatever way that the song tells us to. If it's sadness and vulnerability, if it's like sexy, if it's like you know, like it's, you can express in your face like how it feels, but really you should have some face here. Have some face, especially when you're diving and you're supposed to be looking in one direction. A dive is very powerful when it's facing them or it's diagonal. When it's to the side, you don't have to all the time. You still can look to the side, but sometimes it's just in front. So it kind of just depends on the beat and what you're doing in the next transition. Of course, we're doing freestyle and contemporary, so we don't know the next move. Freestyle is just whatever you feel at every single moment, so it's random. There's no choreo. So these are just, I'm giving you like bits and pieces of things that you guys can use in your freestyle. The more of these I teach you, you're gonna be able to have like a huge dance language that you can freestyle with all of these poses, like nothing. Like talking, how you speak and you just think of words. Same idea with freestyle dancing. You'll just think of moves like out of nowhere. And it all is based from the foundations that I give you. So, diving. Let's do from up here. We're going to dive. So let's start with just our hands. Relax on your knees. You're going to place this hand down for stability. It's a transition. If it's a fast one, you're going into it. If we're going slow right now, place, and then you're going to bend this one as this one is straight. If you're going fast, it's like all one motion, right? But I'm just teaching you guys in parts so you guys can get it and like really understand it. We'll add the hair later, but for now, let's just add the dive. Chest goes down, and then butt will come up. So that's why it looks so cool. Your head will go down, and your butt will come up, and you're just sliding. You can stop there. You can slide all the way through. It's up to you, depending on your freestyle. And then we can add the hair whip. So I'll do one to the side. So my shirt's about to come up. I need to tighten these. Hold on one second. This shirt's cool because like I can like make the straps like way tighter so it doesn't like accidentally happen. Okay. Okay. So when you're whipping, all you're doing is just think about tossing your hair to the other side. Just toss it, literally. Just toss it over. Just don't toss it into your front of your face. You'll feel it. Just literally, you can just feel it. Just use momentum. Use gravity. Use gravity. If you want to do more force, it'll allow you to go faster into your dive, but depending on the texture of the music. If the music's fast when you dive, it's perfect. But if the music is like slower, then you're slowly diving, right? So it's kind of just playing with the textures of the song is based on your freestyle, the tempo in which you'll do this fundamental, I guess it's like fundamental heels. I would say this is more of a heels move more than a contemporary, but people in contemporary still do this one. I've seen it, but it is more of like a spicy, I guess, one because it's more of like a dive, you know, like cat-ish energy. So again, we're gonna start here to help you guys so you guys can do it. I always have one hand right in front, which is gonna be the one that holds you steady. This is the one that's gonna dive, and you're on fingertips. You're not on your palm, you're on fingertips, and all you're doing is just having a straight back in line with your head, and then you're gonna start curling your head down, and your straight arm, you're gonna just touch your chest to the ground. That's all you're doing. You can look up right now and just practice. Just look up at your fingertips, and all you're doing is literally just sliding. And while you slide, you're just pushing up your bottom. It's that simple. It's literally that simple. It's not that difficult. And then once you just get it on a slow point, you're like, oh, that's like easy. You're literally just sliding. You just literally push your chest down and then slide your arm. You can then go faster because then you're like, oh, I got this. Now it's time to go a little faster. So faster. Amazing. Come back. And then we can go a little faster. If you want, you can add your hair here if you feel comfortable. So you can just come here, relax, inhale, exhale, use your breath when you go down too. Inhale, exhale, release. Also, another one we can get into since we're here. So say you got to the ground and now you're laying down. We have the legs. This is another one I always would do in my freestyles. It's so much fun. It's so simple. all I have to do is go done, done. That is literally it. That's a move. 1, 2. If the song has 4 beats, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And all you're doing is laying here, and it's amazing. So let's add those two together. Remember, I'm teaching you different things. Eventually you can add all these while you dance, just freestyle. But I'm just going to teach you, and technically they're 2 separate things. But if you want to add them together, you can, but they're 2 separate moves. So see them as 2 separate moves. So you master them by 1 move so that you can use it at any point in your freestyle, and you don't have to use it back to back like I just taught you, right? You don't want to memorize something with them back to back because you're going to always do the same thing every single time. You want to master every single movement in itself, in its own. It has its own place, right? Let's go again with the dive. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Place the hand and release down. Your butt comes up, right? If you want to slide all the way through, release the arm up, and then kick, 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 kick. That easy. Those are 2 moves back to back. I don't really have to go over the kicking one. There's not really a right or wrong. It's super easy. Anyone can do it. But yeah, that is the dive, and those are the little legs. Some other ones I can teach you. I think we should go into our hands. Our hands, let's just gonna sit down, just chill out for a second. This will be an easier one. That's why we don't need to do anything right now, just be chill. Oh no, my sock, it's twisting because it dives. Okay, so hands. So much you can do with hands. There's like unlimited about ways to move your hands. So much you can do, so much textures. Let's practice like doing little circles. So we're using the pretty finger technique, which is what most every dance is. It's not like robot. I mean, robot is a dance actually. It is a dance, but mostly with like contemporary and freestyle. Without robotic music, it's mostly fluid music. So we don't have really stiff hands. So because of that, let's practice our flowy hands. It's just, yeah. So just relax them. To make it prettier and looks more beautiful when you do things, you don't just let them loose like that. You just have some, pretty fingers, have some you have muscles in your hands, and you're just pretty much flexing the muscles. You're gonna push this middle finger in, and then the thumb, it's kind of like that, like it's almost like pair up like your pinchers. Some people put the thumb in ballet, they do that. I don't like it. It feels so uncomfortable to me. It doesn't look that pretty. I don't know, I don't like it. I always do the thumb. Even when they would tell me to put it, I would always do it like this. It feels more fluid, it feels more comfortable. Anyways, but you can decide which one you would like. So I go like this, and then let's start with just crossovers. And so cross over. This is a move. This is move. Like literally it's something so simple. You're like, what? But when you hit something, when you hit a beat, it's a transition that can go into something else that's storytelling, which is why we have to have these transitions, because it will lead you somewhere to then making a statement, feeling something like an intense, one of those moments that I was explaining to you when you're freestyling. There's those moments, those things of like passion. Those moments when we do things like that, or like people go like that, like there's so many different textures. You can do the same thing with so many different types of hands, different motions, but what I'm trying to say is just like, your hands have so much power. You have so much to do. There's so much to create just with your hands. Not even your body, not even your legs. Like, you can sit here and tell a story with our hands. We can literally sit here and tell a story like with the way we place our hands. So this is our time right now to really feel this. And we can start with also twirls. Twirling, I love to do the texture of like, come here, come here. This is one of my main freestyle moves. I love to get over here. I don't know, something about this. There's a lot of music I listen to that almost feels like I need you. And when I need you to come here. So it's pretty much casting a spell on someone with your hands. So that's kind of how I see it. No one taught me this. I kind of experienced this. This is why freestyle is so important, because you guys will learn dance. You guys will make up dance moves that like just fit you so well. And if you want to take mine, you can as well. But as you thrive in your freestyle and your contemporary, you actually will make your own moves. Like you'll know moves that I don't even know. You'll like be so creative that you will invent moves that will just like feel so right to you. This one I've always done, and it's always been something that I was special and I've done like all the time. I want to come close. I want to reach to the camera, reach my person. So you guys can use that. It feels really good. It feels really good to do. What I do here is I use my pinky. Then it's this one. It goes in like a array. So you're allowing each one to close. You're simply just allowing them to close. Like you're almost like grabbing something. Like just grab something. Grab it. It's nothing that difficult. It's really simple. It's just I'm grabbing, but I'm just slowing down the grab so you can see so much different fingers. But you're pretty much just grabbing something. The same way you would grab it, you're just grabbing it with the pinky first. And you're scooping the grab. You can also add fingers. Scoop and add fingers, like come here. There's so much different textures. Yeah, that's a different texture. You can do both sides and then pull in. I love to do in my freestyles pull, because some things like it just fits so right for certain songs. So grabbing, pulling is a different dance move. Also another thing with our arms you can practice, crossovers. Usually pretty fingers, crossovers, utilizing different like techniques. Like one of them is, so your hands are here, so we can go, we pretty much are thinking when you're in the freestyle. Actually, let me sit like this. Okay, so when you're in the freestyle and you're just, there's a part coming up, you need to transition to something, you automatically lock. It's like so quick, it's like it's just there. So there's this way, hold on, there's this way, so it goes under. It's so cool, especially when you're walking forward to the camera doing this. It's so sick, like standing up walking. You're gonna have your hands out here to the side, pretty fingers. I go in for my same thing, going from the pinkies in. All I'm doing is crossing over. Remember I told you the crossovers? You're going to do a lot of crossing over. That's its own move in its own. Cross. Get used to crossing. It's going to be a lot of things you do that might have you go to the side and back. Crossing. Like, and this is one of them. We're going to cross over. But from your crossover, you're going to loop, connect, and then up. So fingers in. You're going to connect. Now your forearms are together. You crossed your arms over. You just have like pretty fingers. They're not stiff. They're not like closed like that. I mean, you can actually do it like that. It's not horrible. You can do it like that actually. Especially if you're going fast, if you're like, it's hitting a beat or something like really quickly, it could be actually beneficial to have it flat. But for this one I'm teaching is more pretty fingers, so it's not so sharp. It's more intricate, so just have like, relax them. All you're doing is simply, you have like a fan in your hand, you're just chilling, and the pinkies are kind of in. All you're just doing is crossing over. They're touching. All I'm doing is gonna like pet my chest. You're coming forward to your chest, and then when you do that, all you're doing is just letting them come in the hole of your chest, and then you're like kind of like stuck here because you can't go anywhere, so you might as well just like, and then just come up. So crossing over, they're connected. You're gonna touch your chest, and then you know where to go, but to go down and push your hands down in the hole. And then when it's in the hole, your wrists are together, You have nowhere else to go but close your hands together like you're praying upside down. And then all you do is straighten your arms up. That's a really cool one. Fluid motion. It'll take practice to get it. It's not perfect. As long as you continue through it, who cares? It's never going to be perfect. We're freestyle dancing. Nothing is perfect. Just feel it and just go. There's click, click. There's chest, chest. I'm just going to teach you guys some textures right now. You can always use turn and click, clicks. You can do like chest, 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 standing up, sitting down, anywhere. Forward, side, side. I think of it like a lotus flower. Lotus, lotus, lotus. So your chest, when I think of like the geometry of it, because when you dance, sometimes you think of geometry, like literally you're thinking of shapes. Like it's kind of crazy. That's how it feels. So right, that's how you freestyle. That's how you float. You're kind of thinking of shapes before it even happens. You're projecting a shape and then you're riding in that shape. So for me, I see like there's a circle, an oval, like an oval, and then it's shooting out to the corners in front of me, diagonal, like where my knees are, out. And that right here is a bed. It's the rose, it's the flower bed. It's this. So like a rose, you see how it's like curves right here? Curves and it goes out. That's literally what I'm thinking about when I do this pose. So my knee is right here, and that's on this side. My chest needs to go in line with this curve of the rose. My chest needs to hit this angle. My chest needs to hit this angle, and then my chest needs to hit down the middle. My back is curved. All of this is curved. Literally this bowl shape from here, tracing all the way here. That's literally what I'm thinking when I do that. It's like, it's beautiful, and it feels so magical to hit that in those beats. So you can have your hands out, curve hit, curve that bowl shape where the rose is, the lotus. The other side, roll it back to the lotus and then come forward. Side, side, forward. This is based on the beats and the timing of the beats. You can just go forward, forward. You can go side, side. You can go side, side. Whatever the beats are telling you, there's millions of ways that you can do that. You can go in circle, circles, circles, other way, circles, circles, circles. It all just depends on the beats, the lyrics. There's just millions and millions of ways to move our body, and dancing is just about moving your body and just hitting and flowing through waves of music or stagnant beats, stiff, intense, hit, 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 hit. That's another thing. When you hear a beat or you feel something that's kind of more sassy and more intense, usually rap or hip hop, I'll do this like hit, hit, I'll like punch something, because it feels, you're hitting a beat, but it feels such a aggressive moment. Like in the lyrics, it's usually hip hop and rap that has aggressive lyrics. So like hitting something feels good, and it makes so much sense with the song. So usually I'll have just naturally my hand will comes here, hit, hit. And there's so much you can do the other side, hit, hit. Sometimes it's even, sometimes it's not even. So think about that too with your freestyles. Sometimes you want to do it on this side. Sometimes you want to actually do it on this side too. The reason why is because the beats allow you to do that. But if the song didn't make sense to hit it twice, then don't do that. Like if it was like here, here, and the song was fluid, and there wasn't any like, this is more of like belly dancing, but this is, see, like different things, you can have so much different textures. But in every single dance style, you can bring it all to one. Freestyle dancing, contemporary dancing. You can take everything you've learned in any single different part and just bring it all together and just express yourself from whatever music tells you. It's amazing. But you could, like, you know, be here and then here, or like if you do one thing to this side and then do to this side, you can also use the arms. Like I've done this one before. You're keeping your elbows in, you're just doing hit here, you're just doing a loop. So I'm thinking of literally a roller coaster. That's crazy, but that's how I think. When I'm literally dancing, I'll think of like objects that I'm hitting. It's a freestyle. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. But while I'm doing it, I'm like thinking of like sick things that are making my body kind of do it out of nowhere. That's what freestyle is, right? It's just out of nowhere. You just start doing things. So when I just did that right now, when I just started doing that, the moment I got here, my mind already did the roller coaster. I already thought of a roller coaster. I literally just sensed myself right now. I thought of a loop. I didn't even know, but I just knew it. I just did it. Like it just was here, and then I did the loop of the roller coaster when you're in the roller coaster, and then it goes up. You're freaking out. It's going upside down. How am I not gonna fall over? And then the car goes over, and then you go shh. You know what I mean? The same thing as a roller coaster. Do the same thing with your arms. You're just tracing the roller coaster. Depending if it's more of like a groovy song, it could be depending. It depends. It's more of like fun. I feel like if you do something like this, you're doing more fun. There's also the loops. So much movements for dance. I'm just teaching you guys some things. There's like the loops. There's like forward, whip. Like we're doing cowboyish, but like doesn't have to be like a country song. It could be like an R&B, hip hop, a love song, but it has some sass in it. Like he's confident and sassy with the music, or she's feeling spicy, and it's like it doesn't have to be country, but it comes from cowboys. That move comes from like the whip of a cowboy with the hat and the shoes, and they're gonna catch the horse. That's where all of this comes from, but it doesn't have to actually be a country song, right? You're gonna play with it. Usually I do it for R&B and hip hop. So you can come down and like work your way up, or you can just come at it. It all depends on the music. Freestyle dancing, if the music is coming, it's tracing up, trace the music. If it's like kind of just a naughty, use the face, trace it up, whip, or just it's a forceful. There is no time to trace. It's like bam, like there is none. It's just like the beats are, you can feel it. You'll feel in the beats, on the timing. Every song is different, of course. That's why we read the music before we begin. But those are just some things that I'll stop there for today. This is lesson 2. I gave you a lot to play with. There's infinite ways. We'll always, every single lesson, I'll teach you guys more and more things. These are just off the top of the head right now, figuring things out. But this one is very sassy and fun. And if you can also, you can just do it like this, but to make it more special and to feel good with it, you want to always just pick a side. Doesn't matter. This is a freestyle dance. Doesn't matter. Do whatever side you want. Pick a side and do circle. Practice that too. That's a move in itself. You can be here. You can be here. Circle. You don't even need arms, and this is a move. Circle. You don't need to do anything but just your hips. Circle. This is literally a move. It's crazy how intricate. There could be more details, there could be less details. You can put 2 of them together, and it's so much fun. So practice those. Hips. You can add hands. Cowgirl. Whip him. Like, just have fun with it. But yeah, so I'll stop there for today. Now I give you guys some tricks. Now let's work on freestyle. I'll give you guys what I'm thinking, how I'm feeling. I'm going to try to go through right now and kind of see. I just did this last minute, so I haven't had time to actually go through it. So I'm going to go through it with you guys, which is why we're going to listen to it to see how we're feeling and how we're going to move, and then just see what happens. And then once I kind of figure out like what my body tells me it wants to do in the freestyle, then I'll stop it and break it down. Like, why did I do that? Because you don't really know until you think about it after. You're like, why did I hit that move, or why did I want to do that? And that comes from psychology. It comes from how we feel, which is why contemporary and freestyle dancing is like the best styles in my opinion, because it comes from your soul. So yours will look different than mine, but when I teach you guys what I'm thinking, it can actually inspire your thoughts of your brain and your soul to do the same as me, or to make up your own. You will learn the reasons why I did things, and then when you freestyle another song, you'll kind of be able to dissect the same way I did and make up your own moves and make up your own style as a freestyle dancer, right? So you guys can follow me. I'm going to teach you guys. Maybe you guys don't have the moves yet, so I'll teach you guys the freestyle as I'm doing it, and it'll be always different. If I go through the song over and over again, I'm going to always have a different dance because it's freestyle. You'll never have the same thing. It's not a choreo, but you guys can always learn from those moves and then take them for other songs too. So let's see. Let's go back to the song. Okay, let's listen to it one more time to get the beats and to understand it.
Yeah, with ADP doing payroll, HR.
When we do this understanding point, it's gonna like help us. When we do this understanding point of it, it's gonna help us. When we do go to freestyle, we're gonna be like, okay, I kind of remember this. Like, you kind of understand the song. So when you freestyle, it's like you can tell the story a lot better than if you just never heard the song and played it once, which I can still do in most freestyles. Eventually, you'll get to that point where you can freestyle to any song, even when you don't know it. but that's way more advanced, and you need to know a lot more poses and a lot more movements, and you need to be very quick with your mind. You have to be very smart, to be very sharp. You have to think every millisecond because you don't know the word, but you have to predict the word as they're saying it with each sentence, which is another skill, but you can get it over time. We'll work at that. Okay. Baby. Oh, so this might not be the right one, actually. This might be, this is actually not the right one. Let me pull up the right one. What's the difference between them? I'm not sure. It's been a while since I heard this song, but I know it's a good one. I remember this album. We're gonna look it up. The reason why I know that's because the lyrics, it doesn't make sense. Like what I'm reading right here is not what he just said, so it's not. Right here? This one? Let's see.
Injustice anywhere.
Oh, okay, yeah, this is it. That's gonna make me think differently now. More times than you can digest. I thought he said dodge. So what I was thinking he said is, say I love you underneath my breath more times than you can dodge it. I thought he says dodge it. Pretty much saying like maybe she was like just like doesn't want the love, like she's what I was thinking is she was more fearful, like she was like not sure to allow him in all the way, like love, like she's not gonna fully give him her heart, and he's like saying that how much he loves her, but like she's like kind of just not like fully letting him. She's smiling and smirking and we're continuing on with our lives together, but she's not like letting him in fully. That's what I thought it was happening, but that's not the case. The case is more times than you can digest. So pretty much instead it's actually more intense. It's like, you already hear how much I love you, but I'm gonna keep saying I love you underneath my breath, like whisper it into your ear. I'm gonna keep, even before you've digested it, more times than you can digest it. Like more times I'm gonna keep telling you I love you, more times than you can digest it. That's completely different. I literally said dodge it. Like he was gonna keep repeating to her how much I love you, even when she's like no, or like, you know, pulling back. Like I was thinking, and then that was what he was saying. But wow, this whole time I've literally been saying this wrong. This happens sometimes. More times than you can digest. Say I love you underneath my breath more times than you can digest it. Music every time I hear your name. Oh, your heart's laying right on my chest. Sun's up and I still ain't got no rest. Don't want to close my eyes, I'm scared I'd miss too much. Don't want to fall asleep, I'd rather fall in love. When I can't feel you, I feel out of touch. 2 seconds without you's like 2 months. Okay, let's see. It's such a good song. It's such a quick song. It's gonna be an easy one to freestyle too, because there's not that. I mean, there is beats, but it's like not like we have to think of a beat. We're just flowing. There's no right or wrong here. There's no beats. You can't even mess up on a beat. There is no beats. All it is lyrics, 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 lyrics. So you have so much room to just move. Like you can move anywhere. You can spin. You can like lay on the bed. You can extend. You can pose and then pose and then move to the next one. Just put like there's nothing. You can never do nothing wrong with this one right now. We can't. None of us can. There's no like beat and like if you don't hit the beats, it does. You know what I mean? You're not gonna like miss any time. There's no timing. It's just done, 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 and then it's like done, done, done with the piano. It's so slow. You don't even have to use the piano. It's just so subtle, and it just the piano sounds linger. So all in those lingering moments is all just lyrics, 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 lyrics. There's only sometimes when he pauses and then you want to kind of stay still, right? There's no sound. I mean, you could still flow. There's no problem with that. But usually when he's just done talking, it's just silence and we're just still. It's all calm. It's just a very great one to freestyle to. It's just fluid. So I'm gonna kind of just trying to feel right now what's gonna come out of me now that we've kind of like listened to the song. We kind of understand. I still might not know the lyrics on those parts because I've been thinking of them differently. So you can't switch your brain from thinking a lyric is something for a long time. Like this has been years. This is from 2021 and it's 2026. So it's been like 5 years that I've been saying this wrong. So there's no way I can overnight like change that, but I'm going to do my best to try to remember, but I'm still probably going to I'm going to probably freestyle to how I think the song is, if that makes sense. It's already embedded in my DNA in my brain. So I can't, if that part doesn't make sense, it just means that I think the lyric might be, it's the way I see it, if that makes sense. That's okay. It doesn't matter. It's freestyle dancing. It's contemporary. So you're just telling whatever story that you want to tell. There's no right or wrong. So if I want to tell it in this way that I think the lyric is, my body's going to tell it in that way, right? So it is what it is. But if you're learning this song right now, then you guys can do it the right way. You guys can feel it the right way. And now you know the lyrics. You guys can also have your phone out and like look at the lyrics as well as you're going through it to really see and read while we're like performing, while we're listening to it. If that helps you to really understand the song, I would say read the lyrics too. It's poetry. We're just reading poetry and then we have the music in the background. Okay. Let's begin. This is a cute one. It feels so good. Okay, let me give myself some space. Right now we're kind of just staying on the floor, but really we want to be like standing up too. I mean, but the thing is if I put the camera up there and have a stand, when I go down to the floor, you guys won't see because it's just, there's not enough depth in the room to the point that like, if I had more space to push you guys back, I could put you guys up high, I can stand and then go to the floor, you guys would be able to see both. But because it's so close, when I drop to the floor, you won't be able to see me, if that makes sense, the right way. Because if I were to stand up and dance, I just want to see. Even up here, you wouldn't be able to see my face or anything. Give me 1 second, hold on. if I... The reason why I have us this way is because the rectangle in which we're in right now, it's like short and then it's like long. If I were to tilt this sideways, I wouldn't have that same length because it's now a diamond shaped, which then means I'd like hit myself on this part. Right now my family's here, my grandparents are here. They just made ceviche, so we just had food. And they made salmon too. But I just like left, so that's why I would say like another time, like maybe our next lesson, if no one's here, then we can go in the kitchen and use that whole space, the whole entire floor to dance. Like move the table in the kitchen a little bit over just for the moment in time, and then put it back just so we can have more space to dance, so I can express more like without feeling like I'm gonna hit myself somewhere. If I do hit myself, if you ever hit yourself on something, usually you're so lost into your flow that it literally you can't even feel it, because you're in space and time. You're like in a roller coaster in your brain that literally you continue forward because you're lost in the music. Like you're having so much fun that even if you were to like hit yourself, like you literally continue forward. It's crazy. I've actually done that in a dance class too, and I've hurt myself, but like it was like never happened, like because you're just so lost in it, you just continue like dancing. It's like crazy. So even if it's not a big deal, like you won't even feel it. If your heart rate is so high and you're moving, like you won't feel it. Of course, it's better to have space where there's nothing there so you don't hit it, but the show goes on. Okay, loves. So let's kind of see, and then from the dance, I'll probably do a little part, just to kind of feel like what my body says, and then I can explain to you guys why I think my body said these things while freestyle dancing, so we can dissect it. Okay.
Injustice anywhere.
Ready?
Is a threat
Let me
to
think about how I
justice
want to start
everywhere.
this. Hold on. So, okay, let's see. I kind of went longer than I was supposed to, but so I feel like there was moments when I decided to like lose myself, and there was moments when I decided to express feelings of emotional like pain or like love or passion. So there was times when I felt like I needed to travel forward, and there was times where I needed to be like forceful, and there was times when I feel like I needed to transition to come this way. There was times where I needed to be against you guys, not even looking at you guys, just having my own self facing to the back wall. There was times when I needed to be to the side. I want to release down. There's times when I want to lay down and just be like in myself. There's times I needed my legs up, so I needed like texture. And I obviously didn't have space. I kicked, I hit the chair here. I still pushed myself up. There was times where I just needed to do a trick. I felt like there was like a moment where I needed to be like a hit. So certain times I did like a trick and I hit beats, or not beats, I hit his lyrics more intensely. There was, I feel like I did some textures with like hands, kind of like what I was teaching you guys. Like a little bit of the textures like this. What else did I feel that I did? Well, let me play it again. I'll remember a little bit as we go back. Okay.
Injustice anywhere is a threat to
In the beginning, I
justice
wasn't ready, so
everywhere.
we need to figure out the timing because I was not ready. Remember how last time I didn't know when it was starting, so I just kind of like picked up from wherever it was at. Let's do it again. So it's 3 beats.
Injustice
1,
anywhere is a
2,
threat to justice
3,
everywhere.
begin. Do something. As I'm capitalizing, when I'm freestyling this, I'm capitalizing on the aggression in his, I feel like it's more passion. So certain, we're flowing, we're transitioning, and then we're like, hit, transition, hit, whip, whip, transition, hit. So kind of think, so I'm kind of explaining to you guys, can kind of understand how I'm doing this and like what I'm thinking. So let me explain things while we do it. Let me see. My brother's here. I hear him. My brother just got home. Okay. Beat, 1 beat. How am I doing this? How am I thinking? So when I move through it, it's like flow, flow, beat. I'm gonna explain it to you guys so you guys can see like how I'm like dissecting the song. Flow, flow, hit. The last word of almost every single sentence is what I'm capitalizing on, making a fierce abrupt movement in some way. It's a freestyle dance. It could be anything. You can do anything. It's your soul. Do whatever you want. But when this is the pattern I'm doing, just so you guys can understand my pattern of how am I thinking these things. So what's happening is I'm knowing there's a transition. I'm gliding through the music. Transition. Something's coming soon. Hit. Transition. Something's coming soon. Hit. Whatever you want to do. There's no right or wrong. It's freestyle. It's contemporary. So as long as you're fluid, and then stillness, fluid, stillness, or passion or calm, because when he says a lyric, there's no beats, right? It's all quiet. He says it with passion, and it's still, and it's a moment that needs to be expressed, and you need to control your energy, control your heart, control your mind, body, and soul, and live in that. And then there's a transition. Then another one comes, hit. I'm gonna like point them out for us so you can start to like get the pattern down too. This can be with any music, any song. I'm just teaching you off this song right now.
Injustice anywhere is the threat to justice everywhere.
It's like too much. It's like a smooth flow. So now you guys understand that. So that's kind of like how, now that you guys understand like how I'm hearing, how I'm reading the music, that's how my freestyles are going. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to do. All I know is that there's passion, and there's love and passion within those moments that we need to capitalize on. So it's a freestyle. There's no right or wrong. Contemporary, no right or wrong. You do whatever you like. But as long as you're going slow, then hit. And it's calm and it's silent. It's so beautiful. It's such a moment. Then move, hit, and live in that shit. Move. Feel like it's literally, as long as you're writing that, you can kind of see how that's happening. And that's like the whole structure of a freestyle for me. This is on any single song, but you have to dissect it, which is why we did, if you don't know the song, obviously it's going to be harder, so you have to like dissect, and the more you can dissect a song, understand it, the better your freestyles will be. Also, the more moves I give you, this is our second lesson, but the more moves I will teach you guys over time, you will have so much moves that you've learned that when you do go to freestyle, you have so much to like history to pull from. of little things, even if it was just like this, just one simple thing that you would have added on one texture of this, like a heart. That's opposed to like literally a heart you could add into when it talks about love. So there's so many things, but you can even make up your own. Like if I make up most things, no one taught me this. Like we don't do that in dance class. Like certain things like this that I've learned, like that I do, like I just created them out of myself. So with freestyle dancing, we need to just explore our own mind, body, and soul and kind of feel what comes out of it. It's not even what people teach me. I'm teaching you guys like some tricks and stuff, but the moments between the tricks that are flowy, you guys can always make up your own stuff. There's no right or wrong in freestyle. There's no right and wrong contemporary. So whatever your body wants to take you, if it wants to pull you this way, then pull you back this way. You just made up your own thing. Like there's no right or wrong. It's just wherever, like it's whatever the lyrics, the beats, the lyrics just take you. This one is lyric based, so your lyrics are you're just flowing. Other songs like last week was like beat. We're hitting those beats, right? So each song is different. We dissect it, and we can choose and decide like each song where you want to capitalize. And that's just, I wanted to explain to you guys what I was seeing. We can go again. Let's see. It's always going to be different. It's always going to look different. Freestyle is never the same. Never, ever the same. So, I mean, obviously, because I've done something 2 times now, some things were the same because I like them. And my brain automatically, because I like how it feels when I did it, it'll automatically go to that, if that makes sense. Because freestyle is really your own soul. So, like, as you think of something, it clicked for you. So that made sense. So that the next time you do it, because that felt so good, your brain is so smart, it'll like literally like, it'll like remember what you did, and it just like knows. It's hard to explain. That's what's so sick of that's how choreographed is made. Choreographers that do make dances, what they usually will freestyle until they feel something they like, and then they'll remember that because it felt so right, that then they'll be like, okay, in this part we have to do this. Let's figure out the next part. So it's literally like being a choreographer is using your freestyle to like be like yes, and then keep that. So some of the things, it might be repetitive. It's because like my mind likes it. Like I know for sure I like to do this on the heart. It feels so right to me. Like certain things, like they just most likely will happen again, you know. And that's just freestyle. But then there's also interesting. You can push yourself. Like right now, I could push myself to try to think differently. And I could try to like see if I could do something different there. But in the moment, you can't like, what's crazy, because in the moment of freestyle, if you want to try to make yourself do something different, you can't really sometimes, because it's so in the seconds. You have seconds to decide. You have seconds, milliseconds. So if you can't think of something too quickly, your brain's not working that fast, then you have to just do what feels comfortable. You have to just flow what happens. Like you don't have time. You don't have time to create something out of nothing. If your body automatically is going to go there, like you can't help it sometimes. You know what I mean? You can try, but that could also mess you up for the next. If you're trying too hard to do something, not doing something, it might make it hard for the next pose. You might get so lost in that it messes your energy and your frequency up. So the next move, it just doesn't flow right, or doesn't make sense because you lost your flow state. In freestyle, it's literally about flow state, it's just flowing. And if you are trying to force something, you could literally lose the flow. You could lose yourself and kind of get lost in it. You can always find yourself back. It's music. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just something to be aware of. Like, I'm just explaining this to you guys so you guys can understand, like, as you progress in freestyle dancing, this will happen. Okay. I'm going to go a little more, maybe a little more chill. I'm going to kind of go slower. Let me not go so intense. I'm going to try to see if I can go slower and what comes out of me if I'm more fluid and slow. So right now I was more high tempo. I decided to go higher. I was like hit, and I wanted to be aggressive with it. I'm going to see how it will look if I can go slower and not be so forceful, but more intentional. If I can try to control that. Let's see. I'm not sure. Okay. Should I? Oh. Maybe I should start a different angle.
There's nothing like exclusive access.
I was like, maybe I should like start from a different like point. Let me see. I could try to start somewhere else. Let me see. I know it feels comfortable here because I'm doing it, but if I change my position, maybe it'll change the outcome, right? We're on commercials right now.
Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Okay. That's one beat. We're gonna start like this and see what happens. So I tried to go more fluid. I couldn't help it towards the end. I lost it. But in the beginning, I did pretty good. I went slower. So when I try to tell myself that, because I'm naturally a forceful dancer, so I'm like, let me go slow, slow, slow. Don't be too sharp, sharp. Because you can try to get different moves out of you if you go slower. I wanted to do this move. It feels so good. You go like this. I kicked the thing. I did it. You roll up, you go down, you open, and you straighten your legs. And then you come up, but like hit this thing, and you release down. And you do backwards. You do the same thing as a dive, but you do in reverse dive, and then back up. But there's no space here. Anyways, but yeah, so freestyle pretty much is just you kind of being creative and kind of thinking and like flowing and then like deciding when to hit those moves or hit those beats. I wanted to be more fluid. I feel like I kind of did it in the beginning. I was a little more calm, not so like forceful. And towards the end, it went up and then I got fast again. But yeah, so it's different every time. When you freestyle, you're gonna always kind of like figure out different moves. You might do something you haven't done before that was kind of different, and you can kind of dissect that and like think of like why you did that. And when you start to think of like why you do things, it'll make it like easier to freestyle to other songs, because you kind of just like understand like your mind and like how your passion is, what your love levels are, like how you express your soul, and then like why you express your soul that way. It's also movement therapy. That's what freestyle contemporary dance is. So pretty much you're just releasing through movement of your soul, and this is allowing to release like dopamine hits and like releasing of passion and expression, self-expression, which is kind of similar to therapy but with your body. So it's super amazing, and it makes you feel on top of this world, alive, and it feels super, really good also because it's like a cardio workout. So your heart rate is super high, which makes you feel like you're alive, and it's like a rush, like just like someone might speed on the freeway. It's a rush. Same thing with dancing. Your heart rate is so high and you just feel like so good. So I hope you guys learned something today. I hope I taught you things. You guys can see this replay on YouTube. The lesson one, if you guys missed it, is on YouTube already. And then every Friday we do Freestyle Fridays. So I teach you guys new moves and then how to freestyle to a song. And today it was Too Much by Justin Bieber, which was from, I think, like a couple albums ago. This was 2021. But the song is so cute. I was like just scrolling through the TV before I jumped on live. I saw it and I was like, yes, like I wanted to have like a love song. And especially with Justin Bieber's like Grammy award, I was like, we should like do a Justin Bieber song. Like it's passionate, it's deep, it's loving. We're manifesting love while listening to this song and feeling it. And like, we're gonna have this type of love one day. We'd have to all just believe, keep taking care of ourselves, keep focusing on ourselves, leveling ourselves up, and we will. And now you guys are learning a new skill, which is how to move your body to music in your way and without having to go to a class, right? Which eventually, if you guys wanted to, you guys could take classes and you guys would learn like choreographed pieces usually. There is some fundamental classes too. That just will give you like the fundamentals, like the turns, like for women, there's like heels dancing fundamentals, there's like ballet fundamentals. I'm not sure if hip hop has fundamentals. I would think so, but I haven't looked into it that much. But it's for men and women. And then heels is for women, I would say. Or the rainbow, I don't want to, but and so it just depends. It depends on certain things, but I would say heels is mostly for women, and then hip hop is a combination of women and men, but mostly for men, and it's very intense. I took a couple of hip hop classes, but they're very it's very intricate. So 100%, if you're ever gonna step into a class, 110%, it should be a beginner's class, especially for hip hop, because even the beginner hip hops are like, I've taken some and they're crazy, because what's interesting about hip hop is like you're doing like 4 things in one moment in time. You might be like kicking your leg out and also like throwing your arm this way while this one goes this way and your body turns all in one motion. Like 4 things you have to think about in one moment, and it's like crazy. But it's one of the best dances out there because it's a combination of women and men can do it. So the room is pretty like when I used to dance, like every single day I'd go to a dance class in the women's community. It'd be always women, but when you go to classes like that, they're filled with men and women, so it's really sick. And yeah, so that's in the future, guys. You guys can chill with me though. I'm teaching you guys freestyle contemporary, which is no right or wrong. It's just self-expression. And if you guys love it so much, you guys start to learn and you would want to go to a dance class, 100%, I would say contemporary first. Contemporary. No judgments ever in that room. Any room you take is going to be just pure love, and people might cry, and it's very deep and passionate, and no one's there to judge in any way. There's no competition there. It's just art. It's simply art and just community there. The purest of forms. So start contemporary and start beginners. Or if there's a freestyle class, you can also take that too, because there won't be no choreo. But I'm not sure if there's that many nowadays. So most likely contemporary. And then for girls, if you want to go to a heels, or for men, you want to go to a hip hop next, once you get comfortable with contemporary. That's what I would say. But yeah, for now, I'm teaching you guys how to do freestyle, contemporary, freestyle / contemporary, mostly freestyle I would say, because I'm trying to get things out of you, but also giving you moves, and like I'm teaching you how to read music so you can flow through the music. And there is a combination of contemporary because it's not like so fundamental, like pirouettes and like, you know what I mean? It's not like, not everything I'm doing is like fundamentals of dance. So it's not like, it wouldn't be considered any other dance style, but contemporary. And then slightly heels, because some of the moves are kind of heels, but in the end, it wouldn't be, because there's so much textures and details that it's technically more contemporary freestyle. So yeah, if you guys want to look up and do more research on those too. But every single Friday, I'm going to be here with you guys. And right now we're doing love songs. I want to do other songs that I love too, but I don't think we can do them on live. But for now, just so we're like safe, we're going to do love songs. And I would love to tap into heartbreak with you guys soon. One of these weeks, I want to tap into sadness and see what can come out of us. It's going to be definitely a therapy session in a way, because we're going to get deep and we have to feel those feelings. We need to allow those feelings to come up from sadness. So you actually have to pull from your past a little bit. You don't have to think of your past, but you're going to pull energy and release that shit through the music. And it's going to be really fun. I love when it gets sad. It's really contemporary at that point. It's like true contemporary when there's like sadness, but there's like also like hotness, and it's just like, ugh, like it feels good. But right now I'm just teaching you guys like the love, like frequency of love, but it gets really deep. And then maybe we can have a combination of like love and sadness. That's even the best type of performance, is when the music can get sad, but then it can also get so loving. So you have a combination of so much emotions, and that's usually Chris Brown. He's my favorite artist. He has always, pretty much almost every song has a combination of sadness and like love or lust. So that's probably why I love him. But yeah, we will eventually tap into his music too. And I will teach you guys how to dance to him. And like, there's different facials, there's different energy that you have to tap in. Every single artist, you're going to get a different energy that comes out of you, or that you should express, or how you can express it. But there's so much I want to teach you. So this is just lesson 2. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed. And this will be on YouTube. So if you want to go look at it again, also lesson 1 is on YouTube as well. I love you guys so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah.